Hey everyone, and welcome back for another great under $5 eShop deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out which are the best games that are currently on sale, all the while staying under a budget of only $5. Now, just as usual, about halfway through the video, we'll be giving away two $5 eShop gift cards. If you're new to the channel and you're wondering how you can participate in these giveaways, all you need to do is subscribe to the channel and leave a comment down below. If you want the full contest rules, just check out the description of the video. And lastly, if you get to the end of the video and you're still looking for other great deals, I'll always be linking down below last week's under $5 list, as well as the latest regular eShop deals, because a lot of those deals are still running. You can check those videos out. So now with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump straight into today's great deals. Just remember that if you do like the content, however, consider hitting that like button. So we're going to start out today's list with a series regular, but nonetheless a game that I love suggesting, which is Kuyo Blaster, that is now 80% off, dropping the price to $1.99, and that will be running all the way till March 17th. Now, Kuyo Blaster is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up. It's maybe not gameplay-wise the most difficult or most deep shooter, but it's just a fun one with a beautiful cartoon-like art style. Visually, a lot of people even relate this one sort of to the flying levels of Cuphead. But don't worry, as I said earlier, the difficulty level of that game is not here. This is a game that is very approachable for everyone. It's also not all that long to finish, which is why getting it for only $2 is really a great time to pick it up. So if you're looking for a solid and really fun side-scrolling shooter, I definitely would recommend Kuyo Blaster for this week. Now, our next great game on today's list is going to be SuperEpic, The Entertainment War, that is back to 88% off, dropping its price to only $2.15, and this one will be running till March 10th. Now, first of all, this game is a great 2D action side-scroller with an overall Metroidvania type of setup. But what really sets this game apart from others and makes it really worth picking up is not only does it have extremely solid gameplay mechanics, but it has a very funny storyline to go along. You're basically playing as a raccoon assisted by his llama steed, trying to fight against huge greedy corporations who have turned every video game pretty much in a pay-to-win formula. It's a really funny storyline that will probably hit home for a lot of people, and really, every time you beat another corporate pig, it really puts a smile on your face. This game really is a steal at only $2.15. Now, next on today's list, we have a brand new entry to the series, and also a game that's at a lowest ever price, and that is Remnants of Naezith, that is now 75% off, dropping the price to only $2.49, and will have the deal running all the way till March 24th. Now, Remnants of Naezith is the definition itself of a precision platformer. And before we go any further with this game, I really do want to give the warning, this is a very challenging game and should really only be picked up if you enjoy that type of experience. In this game, you're playing with acceleration-based grappling hook mechanics with no actual speed limitation. And this game even mixes in speedrunning type objectives where there are online leaderboards for who finishes each level the fastest. So for challenge seekers this week, at only $2.49, this is truly one of the best pickups. Now, next on today's list, we have the whole classic Doom series that is on sale. However, the one I really want to focus on is Doom 3 because this is a brand new lowest ever price of 75% off, dropping it to only $2.49, and all of the games will be off till March 9th. Now, since this is the under $5 video, we're really focusing on the classic series, but even the newer games are currently on sale as well. However, the one that really deserves a lot of attention today is Doom 3, because this is a brand new lowest ever price, and at only $2.49, you really are getting a great game, because this is pretty much where the series shifted from just raw action gameplay to a more survival horror type of experience. However, don't worry, since this is a Doom game, it always will be fairly more action-paced. Now, also at this price that are great pickups, you'll have Doom 64, which would be my second top choice. After that, you have the original Doom and Doom 2. But ultimately, any game in the Doom series is just an amazing pickup. Now, our next amazing game for today is going to be Steamworld Dig, that is now 75% off, dropping the price to $2.49 and running till March 13th. Now, this is another series where pretty much all the games are currently on sale, and not only that, we're going to have another one in the Sizzle Reel just a little bit later. But this game here, at the cheapest one in the series at only $2.49, still gives you an amazing Metroidvania experience. And honestly, at this price, it is probably one of the best pickups you can make. Now, it might have started out on the 3DS, but it has truly really solid visuals and music, and not only that, an extremely addictive gameplay loop. And yet again, getting this amazing game at only $2.49 is just another steal. So now it's time to take a quick break from the deals and announce today's winners of the $5 eShop gift cards. And our first winner for today is going to be Steam, who basically said, "I have wanted to try Hollow Knight for so long." And I really hope you managed to pick up the game, Steam, because it almost never goes on sale, and at $7.50 is definitely worth it. Now, our second winner for today is going to be Pro Gamer Pete, who said, "Guys, get Hollow Knight, it is literally my favorite game ever." And it is definitely right up there for me as well, Pete. And you know what? I really hope that everyone who was waiting around for that deal managed to pick it up, as I said earlier. So now all you need to do to claim your $5 eShop gift cards is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. So now, jumping back into our deals for today, our next game we're going to be taking a look at is Ageless. That is now 75% off, dropping its price to $3.74, and will be running till March 24th. Now, this time around, we're looking at more of a puzzle platformer with a really minimalistic art style, but I find a really great use of colors. It really also has a fun and interesting mechanic where the way you solve the puzzles is by manipulating the age of the animals and plants around you. Now, this game has already been a little bit lower on the eShop, by the way, at around $2. However, I still think that at $3.74, you are definitely getting more than your money's worth, and we really don't know when that other deal is going to come around again. Overall, just another great pickup for this week. Now, the next entry on our list for today is going to be Sheltered. That is down by 75%, dropping the price to $3.74, and yet again running till March 24th. Now, this game is basically a blend of a management type game with a post-apocalyptic survival game. Now, it's simple. You have one job in this game. You have to keep your family alive, and you have to build yourself basically a home out of your shelter. You have to decide who is going to go out and scavenge for food, how you're going to defend against attackers that might try to invade. Basically, what is really rough in this game is that every decision you make could be the difference between someone living or dying. But basically, if you're into time management games or really survival games, this is definitely one I think you should give a try, especially right now at only $3.74. Now, our next game for today is going to be Super Magbot. That is now 75% off, dropping the price to $4.49, and yet again, this one is running till March 24th. Now, this time around, we're looking at another precision platformer with a fair difficulty level, however, not quite as high as the previous one. And in my opinion, this is a really underrated game on the Switch that I really fell in love with. However, you really do have to take the time to wrap your head around the mechanics. Because what's really different about a platformer is that you actually can jump in this game. You have to move around by manipulating the magnetic forces using your magnetic gun. What I really loved is once you get a hang of it, it creates like this combo-based movement form. However, if you're sort of on the fence for this one, there's also a free downloadable demo available if you want to try it out before jumping in. Now, our next game for today is yet again a game that is making a first ever appearance on the under $5 list, and that is Going Under. That is at a brand new lowest ever price of 75% off for only $4.99, yet again running till March 24th, and on top of it, this game will be my pick of the week. Now, we have seen this game before on the series, but never on the under $5 list. And this is a dungeon crawling roguelite, however, with a cartoony feel to it and a really humoristic storyline. You basically play as an intern that has to fight their way through the dungeons, which are failed tech startup companies. The weapons you have to use are basically office junk that you find around, which just adds that extra level of funniness to the game, and I really, really love the art style. And I specifically made this game my pick of the week because we never know when we're going to see such a low price on this game before, so right now really feels like the best time to be picking it up. Now, our next game for today is one that easily came close to being my pick of the week as well, and that is the XCOM 2 collection that is at an amazing 90% off, dropping the price to only $4.99. However, this one you will have to move very quick on because the deal is ending on March 7th. Now, if you've never played an XCOM game before, it is a grid-based tactical shooter, and it is truly one of the best in the genre. Now, in this follow-up to the original game, you play as the humanoid faction that is trying to win back the Earth, who has unfortunately been taken over by an alien force. You start out as a tiny force, under-equipped and undermanned, and basically have to build up a resistance movement. Now, this deal is so good that I even mentioned it in last week's regular eShop deals video because I wanted to make sure as many people see it as possible. And definitely at only $4.99, this game should be a no-brainer pickup for anyone into the strategy genre. So now, just as usual, it's time for this week's Sizzle Reel of deals with some other great games to consider. So we've pretty much come to the end of our under $5 list for today. As usual, I want to hear from all of you. Let me know down below in the comments what games you'll be picking up. Also, just as usual, before we go, I want to give a quick shout out to the channel supporters. Their support each and every month is super important for the channel, and I really appreciate it. And on the way out, don't forget that if you did like the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and hit the notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.